It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between these Road Warriors and the Kansas City Chiefs. Along the UA sideline, get a look at their head coach. They side hoping that one blowout last week will lead to another one here. Leading the opposing sideline, a man who needs little introduction. That's Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward, and everybody just about set. And we're off from Arrowhead. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Well, here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focused on rectifying those things here.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 2nd and 10. We need something positive here.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's across the 35. And finally, they take him down at the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And that's out. We're just waiting for the box. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game. I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
throwing it on second down. They find Johnson out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That goes for 32 yards. And that means first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down.
Here we go. Hiking 18.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Jukes away from one. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space, he's past the 30. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
Their own 34-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Where's it? Let's go 180.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He finds Worthy, complete. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st down throw, Mahomes. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Mahomes now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. They take him down as he goes out. Now let's check on this penalty. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on the play by one of the linemen, Omar Norman Lott.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
60 Eagles!
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. It's into the hands of White. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Ready!
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Set! 1918!
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
This will be caught by Watkins. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow!
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Well into this 1st half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Yellow. Hey.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Another carry for him. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4. Man, he's been having a great 1st half. Really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
Pat the 60.
They give it to him again. Nice. And he carries it in for the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys take a 3-possession lead.
17. Chiefs nothing.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Yellow, yellow. Body.
Here's Mahomes. Drops this down to Pacheco underneath. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Let's go, Artie. Listen.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
What?
Another throw for Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Yellow.
Motion. Hey,
Body.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Into traffic, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Stick around, more from Arrowhead on the other side. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Again, Mahomes to throw. That's incomplete on second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throw here, third down. Completes this one to Gray. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's a Chiefs first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
And send their tight end right. The second down throw for Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Oh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This from the left hash.
38-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick. You have that confidence built. That's important.
Calvin Austin on the return. Showing a little burst so far. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First down from the 42. Airing it out to start this drive. Dropping this underneath, Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to line, this is 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
look around the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Saints. And this is the Saints quarterback. He had 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. This is one of them here. The Saints come away with an 8-point victory. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And it's Michael Penix. He's going to search for and find his big tight end, Kyle Pitts. A 12-yard touchdown pass. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Falcons with lead at halftime. They're up 7-0. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He was a big factor in the first half, as evidenced by this play right here. This one's gone to halftime with the Seahawks on top in this one at halftime. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
First down and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Second and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
He'll get this complete to White. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. Saw the lane, hit it quick. Call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
Plowing up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys making a 24-point ball game.
Chiefs 3.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby,
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yellow.
Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Drops for the first down. He ran no gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Finds his man, Gray. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a third down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Their offense ready to take the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They're going play action. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
So first down from the 41. Back-to-back carries here. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They'll work against the blitz. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He tries to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
First down, play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
He's going to throw it. This will be caught by Watkins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Sending him on the dive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He was brought down.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. He brings it in. That play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Down. Set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
And Xavier Worthy. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Yellow.
QB sneak coming. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
No time, set up, you won't kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely.
The offense headed back to the field. And we can just point to that last drive, right? Saw them pick up a couple of third downs on their way to that field goal. Not quite the touchdown they wanted, but still able to add some more to their lead.
Yeah, and we know how hard it is, Kate, to sustain drives in the NFL. It means doing what they did. Convert on that money down. Yeah, it's 3 points, but you love the execution on third down especially.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Went to the old well 1-2 many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Chiefs 10.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The visitors, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'm not sure, partner, a pick six is ever truly easy to shake off. You'd probably disagree with that, but with the lead they've got to be a little bit easier here, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know about easy. Nothing in this league ever is, but that was a little greedy, and I would expect the ball to not be in the air on this drive.
First down from the 42.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Fight, 60. Hut.
From the gun, Johnson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Hut.
On the ground again with Johnson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that run stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, we'll find a drop at some point, too.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they push their lead to 23.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
So the kickoff team out, and they'll go ahead and send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Here's the screen set up for Pacheco. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
5 yards on the play. And on Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Brings up second and 4 at the 46-yard.
Again, Mahomes to throw. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Isaiah Pacheco. No gain on the play.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Another throw from Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
Back to the air, Mahomes.
At the 42-yard line.
Throw left side, complete. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Oh, close call there.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
Brought in close to the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
So now, following the penalty, here's first and goal.
Yellow. Arrowhead.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and got 6 in the end.
Mahomes leads his troops to the line, going for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Whenever you're throwing for 2, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And they've got it. No problem for the receiving team. The onside attempt failed. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock?
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
Here comes their offense out again. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. So first down from the 41.
32.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go.
And running out of the pistol with Johnson. Escapes a defender. And he picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So second and 6 coming up.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. These guys getting closer to their 13th win of the season. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, hut. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
On the double.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13.
Here we go. Set. Yellow. 43. Set. Go.
Johnson up the middle. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. It's an 8-yard gain, and that gives them a much better look here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Red. 38. Hut.
Back now, pressure coming. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Down. Ready.
4th down, pass coming. Has it down close. Touchdown. These guys put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, everyone's been wondering, Brock, will this be the week? Is this going to be the week that the streak ends? Well, nope, chain another one on as the rest of the league keeps wondering, will these guys ever lose again?
Yeah, they're the team that everyone wants that shot at, right?
Yeah.
A chance to snap the streak, but then no one's been able to truly stand in front of. It's going to take a special type of performance, 60 minutes plus, from a special team to finally hand these guys an L.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It was a great effort from our winners as we say so long from Kansas City.